they'll take that junk right up to 1,000. And that's what was going on. I now know how to channel things, not to fuss. Let's talk about it. If not, let's walk away. You know, I mean, I still have my moments.
Correct.
But that's just coming in time.
So do you feel like it's kind of like a great idea to have like a therapist or
Yes.
someone to communicate, or whether it's a friend or someone, just to get it off your chest? Or
Stay away from your friends because they'll use it on you. Stay away from your family members because they use it on you. Stay away from your pastors because they'll use it on you. Go to somebody that does not know you, somebody that is trained to be objective, but be objective. Because your family, your friends, your church, I've seen the church hurt. Lord, as I had enough of that, they will use that against you. But if you have a person that does not know you, spend that little extra $100. It will change your life. It will save your life. It will make you look at things a whole lot different because I was around it again, but wasn't around it. Now I'm around it and in it and realizing that I'm not perfect. I need help. And stay away from folks that tell you, oh, you know, you stay away from the naysayers. Stay away from the folks that tell you that you don't need it because you look at their life, they've been needed to go to therapy a long time ago. Because I was in therapy at 10 years old, and because I was dreaming of spiders and snakes, and all I was spiders, and all I was just trying to hold on. Went to the therapist. The doctor was like, you don't need to be here. You trying to be an adult to hold on to your parents. He actually had them in there. How dare you have this child come in here? She's trying to keep y'all together, and y'all don't even see it. But they were separated, but still was married.
in today's society right now, Lynnette, are you happy?
I'm finding my happiness. I'm finding out that Lynnette can do anything she puts her mind to. I still have some things to work on, but I'm starting now to find my happiness. I'm finding the joy. I'm finding when I put my mind to it, I can do it. Anybody can do it. You just have to admit first that there's something wrong.
Correct.
Admit that you're not perfect. You're never going to be perfect. And always open for learning and studying.
And how does that make you feel, knowing that you can actually say that in your lifetime? You know what I'm saying? Because what you're saying is something that's really deep, and it takes a lot of time to really come to that part of your life.
Mm-hmm. Scary, unbelievable, impossible, but possible. I have a word like I have on my arm, I believe. That's my motivation. I believe in front of everything. People understand how important that is. I believe that everything's going to be okay. I believe that there's going to be some bumps in the road, but I believe that I'm going to run right over top of them. I believe I'm going to run right through it. I'm not going to bypass it. I'm going to hit you head on, acknowledge you, and then keep it moving. And I don't think enough people do that. Like, again, they don't think that anything's wrong. Because if your family is doing that, then you're going to do what they do. You know, my father was a manic depressant. I'm not going to be like my father. You want me to be crazy, but I'm going to be better than my dad. So I'm going to do what it takes to be better.
Correct. You know, Lynnette, as I see you as a conqueror. You're a warrior. You seem to go through certain things, and you seem to put a lot of energy into whatever you do, and that's a good thing. How do you take this and give it to other people?
One, after I had my little emotional cry, get it all out. Now it's time, have your moment. If some people say a pity party, have that moment, shake it off, and attack it. And then allow people to see, yes, that hurt, but guess what? Keep it moving. And find things to do. Be creative. Start writing again. Start putting yourself around people and talking to them. Because that's the only way your healing is really going to manifest, is when you push out, keep going, and then, like I said, there's people that's watching. So you never know who's watching you every step you make. When you mess up, they're watching. I didn't say to be perfect because I'm going to fall. I'm going to have those little breaks. I'm going to have those meltdowns. I'm going to have those crying. And I'm going to be like, why are they talking about me? Why are they doing? Give me my moment. Give me my space, which is okay. And then keep moving. You know, I just had a great opportunity that I didn't mention before, but I'm now a public relations specialist for the Carolina Energy.
Okay.
We have a professional arena football team here. I said what type of job I wanted, and I went out and got it because I a little nervous, but you know what? I can do it.
Correct.
Because I love talking to people. I love going out and making deals. I love being around people. And that's the thing you got to love. Whatever you love doing, master it. But keep your avenue open for learning. Never shut the door because I know there's tons of people that they got all this going on. They don't need no help. Those are the ones you kind of watch and you learn from it. But keep the avenue open. Talk about it. Stop bottling up stuff and thinking, oh, I'm just going to be quiet. There's a time to be quiet and there's a time to talk. I'm talking now. I'm tired of standing still because every time I stand still, I'm watching everybody pass me.
Right.
And they're doing the same thing that I'm doing. Why can't I do it?
Positive thinking creates positive results.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you?
Ooh, positive. That's a strong word. And it took some time to understand of being positive because I had so much negativeness behind it. Being positive, you know, it's like stress-free, drama-free, relaxation, just being able to breathe and know that by the end of the day, you did a good job. You know, some people, I don't see how they can go to bed at night knowing that you done people wrong or you did this. I can go to bed and go straight to sleep. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my moments, have a little cry, and I'm over it, and it's time to keep moving.
Okay.
You're not going to make me cry. I'm just kidding.
But describe that time when you looked at life and you saw where you're at and you get to that point whereas you can do nothing but cry, you know what I'm saying, of gratitude. You know, because, you know, I mean, because we all have went through all this in life, but you remember that where you knew it was God.
I was sitting in my apartment, had no furniture. My bed was my sofa, had a TV, and I had my radio. And I would just play gospel music and just those old songs and just having a moment like, all this for me? This for me? And he sits you right there with, don't talk to anybody. I changed my number. I did all this type of stuff. And he just sat me there and I was just like, Daddy, you know, and just cried, using up a whole roll of toilet paper, using up a whole roll of paper towels, the towel, whatever I could find, and just having that moment where it's just him and I. That's it. I still have those moments. Lord, for real, this for me? This for me? Well, I said I wanted it. You shouldn't have given it to me, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm a little nervous, but I got you. You know, you hear him say, I got you. And you look in the mirror and say, I got you. So when you can look at yourself and say, I got you, then you can do whatever you want to do. But you just got to keep going. There's going to be stops. There'll be roadblocks. But keep that determination. That's what I have is determination because for me to go back home, it felt like failure. Mm-hmm. For me to do something else different feels like failure. I'm not a failure. I'm not a quitter.
When you hear that terminology, be careful what you pray for. Because when God bring it to you, you got to be able to handle.
Yeah. But that's where your mentors and you put yourself where you want to be. I wouldn't put myself around a bunch of surgeons. I'm not trying to be a surgeon. So people that I'm around are in media. Mm-hmm. So that's where I put myself around. The people that's doing the same type of work that I'm doing. That's the only way you're going to learn. That's the only way you're going to grow. And you have to be around people that's going to teach you. And not, you know, there's certain people that they don't ever want you to learn nothing. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to show you nothing. So be around people that don't mind telling you how they made it. And that's like one of my questions. I don't want to talk to the person up here. I want to talk to people down here? How many no's did you have that told you don't do it? I want to talk to those people because that's where everybody's at. They're either here or here, but the ones up here, we can't relate to that. So I would never take myself up here. I would say, look, this is how I started. This is where I'm going.
If someone wanted to get in contact with you, because we're running short on time, how would they go about contacting you?
You can call me at 301-659-9766. You can reach me by email, lmichelle, MICHELLEJEWELL @gmail. And you can also go to my website, which is lmichelljewell.com. And I have it on there where if you need for any bookings or for my book, you can also go to IamASurvivorBook.com, all one word, /Lynnette, LYNNEETTE -Jewell. And you can get the book. You also can get the book from the page too.
Okay. Where does Lynnette see herself 5 years from now?
Taking over your show. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
No, just going out there and speaking to many people as I can, getting more folks and talking about what they're doing and shining a spotlight on them. One day probably having my own, being like Oprah, have my own communications company and teaching other folks how to do it. And, I also want to give a shout out to penlegacy.com for getting me back on track and doing things and everybody back home in the DMV area. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere until time for God to call me, but I want to be able to share the light on somebody else because somebody shined it on me and sowed a seed in my life, and I want to give it back.
That's a good feeling, isn't it?
It's a humbling experience. It's humble. It's a lot of humbleness. It's a lot of just taking a deep breath and be like, oh, this is me. Wow. Wish my dad could see it. Wow. My grandma, all the stuff that I got in trouble for, now I'm putting it to good use. Because I shouldn't have got a lot of in trouble for running my mouth and everything, but now I can put it to work and give it back to somebody else.
Lynnette, thank you for coming on
Thank
the show.
you.
And I look forward to you coming back and telling us some more about yourself.
Oh, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show and you be encouraged. Thank you.